Hey all, Jeff here. Just a quick announcement before we get into today's video. I'm currently streaming live on Twitch, usually like 5 to 6 times a week. Currently I'm speedrunning Super Mario Sunshine, but I'll do other games on the side and other games as time goes on. So if you want to hang out, watch a live stream of me, just being bad at a video game, I recommend you check it out. I also do have my Twitter account you can follow if you want to get latest updates on whatever I'm talking about or videos or whatever. And I also have my Discord where you'll get more updates along with, discussions about gaming news. You can post your memes wherever you want, YouTube videos. So I'll have all those links in the description below. Hope you enjoy the video. Usually when it comes to games, I'm used to games that have a controller. However, over the past decade, cell phone gaming has really become more prominent, and the types of games in the past decade has surely evolved. Nintendo in 2016 announced they were going to do mobile games. Besides, people saying Nintendo's dead, it seemed like a fair announcement. Fast forward about 3 years, and Mario Kart is now a cell phone app. Why not? If games like GTA could be put onto the App Store, why not Mario Kart? Let's just not bastardize Pikmin by putting it onto the phone app and making it full of microtransactions, okay, Nintendo? Anyway, Mario Kart Tour. This isn't a formal review. I'm really not going to go in depth. It's more of a first impression kind of look at the game. Besides, I can't go in depth to a game that's as deep as a kiddie pool.
Starting the app up, you immediately get greeted by a prompt to join Game Center.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised Game Center is still alive. I remember as a kid, this was the kind of app that was cool to open maybe once, but no one ever used it past that, so kudos to Apple for keeping that alive, but not iTunes.
The next thing I was prompted with was making a new Nintendo account. Kinda stupid in my opinion. I think having it as an option to connect would be cool, but having it forced seems like a poor choice. Well, you know the drill. Put in a username that gets cut off, put some poor soul's email address, and let's get karting. A verification code has been sent to the email you registered. Well, that's awkward. The first thing you're greeted with is scrolling down a pipe to unlock a character. The first character you unlock can either be Toad, Toadette, or Peachette. Seems like kind of an odd choice. I think Mario would have been a much more preferable first character. Speaking of characters, the character roster in general is very odd. In a way, it's almost depressing to me. Look at Double Dash roster and compare it to this. Double Dash, to me, really felt like the good mix of Mario characters. At least this roster has some of the relevant choices, but no Luigi, Wario, or Waluigi. That seems kinda stupid. Not to mention there's a bunch of clones and babies. I hear that this is just the starting roster and the DLC may be added later, but why not make the starting roster a lot better than this?
So yeah, this character roster doesn't really do a lot for me. It may not seem like that huge of a deal, but that was always the fun of Mario Kart. Racing as characters from the Mario universe that were fun, not babies and clones. And people complain about this in Mario Kart 8, so you'd think they would listen to that and not make more babies and clones.
On the plus side, the race courses are excellent in my opinion. The new courses are very cool to play through, and there's also a good amount of courses that return from previous games in classic Mario Kart style. Lots of them are returning from Mario Kart 7, so it makes me wonder if this is running off Mario Kart 7's engine or something and it was easier to port them over. In general, the theme of this game is very creative. I really like how there's a theme period, something most Mario Karts don't have. It is a little weird going to real life places like New York.
So we have New Donk City, New York in the same canonical universe.
Graphically and musically, the game looks pretty good. I'd say somewhere between 7 and 8 in terms of graphics. I didn't see any slowdown or anything like that, so that's good. There really isn't a lot going on screen though, so I can't imagine there would be much to slow down upon. Gameplay is where Mario Kart Tour falls short in my opinion. I wouldn't say the racing is outright bad, but to me it's not very engaging. You use the touchscreen to steer, and then swipe behind you to throw items. I don't really like this control scheme to be honest. Throwing items is kind of a pain just for the fact you have to take your finger off the swipe to throw it. I don't really know how they could have solved this problem, but it is a bit distracting. Other than that, I don't really have a lot to say about the gameplay. It's basically a really watered down version of Mario Kart. Sometimes you'll just be driving endlessly with no meaning. It's really disappointing actually. I understand that it is mobile, and I'm not sure what I would do to solve this issue, but it just doesn't do anything for me.
You know what time it is right now? It's controversy time. Also, I'm not wearing a watch.
So yeah, I really can't dance around this anymore. This game is a free-to-play mobile game, meaning things you have to pay for. You can buy rubies to get more chances at getting a prize from the warp pipe. Okay, I'm sorry, but who the hell is going to drop $70 on rubies in this game? For the love of Pete, that's $10 more than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's base price. I will say it's not the worst I've seen in terms of microtransactions, but it certainly doesn't feel very consumer friendly and definitely does bring down the experience of it. I think the biggest problem with this game, to me at least, is that it doesn't really have a lot of soul or charm put into it. It doesn't even really feel like a Nintendo game. It feels like Nintendo licensed out the Mario characters to a mobile company, which I guess is technically true, so I mean, you got me there. It just feels scummy to me. It's a huge letdown. I'd rather pay $4.99 for a complete game than download a free game that has me spending money just to randomly unlock characters. Hell, at least let me buy the characters I want, instead of just giving me rubies to hope we get what we want. That's scummy, and almost as bad as loot boxes in my opinion. Imagine spending money on this game only to get a character you hate. But like I've said, the game is free, so what right do I really have to complain about it? At the end of the day, it will make Nintendo a bunch of money and will probably be a success, so our sentiments are in vain.
So, I mean, this might be the most neutral opinion so far. I've seen a bunch of people hating this game, some loving it. I'm about in the middle. There's definitely good aspects and bad aspects, and I ultimately don't have a ton to say on it, but I wanted to do this video because Mario Kart's a huge franchise in my opinion, and I really love talking about Mario Kart. So, like I said, I'm completely neutral. Oh, I set that bell for the day that I actually had a neutral opinion on a video game I reviewed. I need a life.